Hey family, I hope you guys are doing well on this Tuesday evening or whenever you're watching this video. But listen, Spirit is saying that there is a person that is sitting in an energy of denial. Take it only how it resonates for you. This won't be everybody's story, but whoever I'm speaking of, they are in a connection that the Holy Spirit is saying it has ran its course. This could be you, or this could be someone in your energy that's surrounding you or revolving around a situation that you are connected to. Take this only how it resonates for you. But Spirit is saying that this connection has ran its course. These two people that are involved, they are both in an energy of conflict. They are both in an energy of ego, and they are both not wanting to see the truth about a situation. Spirit is saying that the handwriting is on the wall. The fat lady has sung, and it is time to leave the building. But somebody is sitting back balking because they do not want to let go of a connection. They do not want to let go of a person simply because of what it's going to look like, simply because of what people are going to say. This is somebody that does not want to hear "I told you so" from a community of people, possibly family, possibly friends. This is somebody that wants to prove a point to outside people, ex people. This is somebody that feels like they have a point to prove by staying in a situation with the person who they're with. This is somebody that is being blocked because they're not obeying a truth. They're not following the signs and the synchronicities. They are not listening. They have cut off their hearing. This is somebody that's coming out with selective hearing. They're hearing what they want to hear. This is somebody that knows within themselves that they are holding on to a dead situation. They're beating a dead horse and he can't get up, and he's dang sure can't walk, can't run, can't do anything. This is over with. This is somebody that is convincing themselves that no matter how hard a situation seems, no matter how much conflict, how much disagreements, how much chaos is surrounding or inside of this connection, they're still holding on for dear life. This is somebody that knows that there is either no love in a connection, or Spirit is saying somebody has love for a person, but they're not in love with that person anymore. This is somebody that is trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip. They're trying to get something out of nothing because there's nothing left here but anger, bitterness, resentment, chaos, conflict, disagreements. And for some, there is low-key hatred. Somebody needs to be realistic in a situation. They need to be realistic with themselves about what is going on. The constant bickering, the constant conflict, the back and the forth, the tit and the tat. Somebody needs to walk away while there's still time. Spirit is saying that there's getting ready to be a tower moment that is going to fall if this person does not walk away from what is breaking them. This person is breaking down in real time. This person's heart is broken. This person's mind is distorted. This person is at their wit's end within a situation. They want something to work. They feel like that they know that there's a lot of wrongdoing, a lot of dishonesty, a lot of poor choices, a lot of low vibrational acts, a lot of toxic behaviors, a lot of disregard. Take it on how it resonates for you. But somebody is still present, but their mind, their heart has already left the building. And the person that is remaining there, not wanting to see something for what it is, not wanting to let somebody go, because they're convincing themselves that this person is still in love with them. And no matter how hard a situation is, they've always been able to work through it. But Spirit says they've always stayed in illusions to hold on to a connection that has always been toxic, that was never meant to be, that should have never started. But this person is trying to save face. This is somebody that does not want to be embarrassed. This is somebody that does not want to be talked about. This is somebody that worries more about what others think of them than their own well-being. This is somebody that knows that they need to save themselves from a situation that has them bound, has them tied, has them trapped. Somebody feels like they're in prison. They feel like the four walls are closing in on them. They feel like they cannot overcome something, but at the same time, they're not getting up to try and leave something. This is somebody that is wanting to release a burden, but they don't have the motivation to get up and fend for themselves, advocate for themselves, fight for themselves. They're staying somewhere where they know that trouble is coming. They know that if they don't make a choice and do something very soon, that something is going to get out of hand. There's going to be a very, very bad outburst, a very bad fight, a very bad run-in. Somebody is getting ready to take themselves right away from their freedom. Somebody is in jeopardy of losing their freedom. Their choices have gotten them bound and stuck. This is somebody that wants to prove a point. This is somebody that feels like they worked hard to make something work, but the person that they're connected to feels like it is a struggle, feels like they are going round and round, feels like they are repeating the same events over and over and over again. Somebody is just going along to get along. This, and take it on how it resonates for you. This may be somebody that is catering to the whims of their partner, catering to their insecurities. This is somebody that is lazy. This person may even feed them. This is somebody that is coming out in a spoiled and an entitled energy, but at the same time, they think a kind gesture is proving that a person is still in love with them, and they're not. What's the message, Holy Spirit? Yeah, this is somebody that is struggling to stay afloat, struggling to get up in the morning, struggling to keep their mind balanced, struggling to focus on their day-to-day activity. This is somebody that is exhausted from a situation. This is somebody that does not feel safe in their surroundings or their environment. This is somebody that is paranoid. This is somebody that is coming out as somebody that has gotten themselves overwhelmed and overworked in a situation. This person is very, very defensive. This person is lashing out at others. So somebody that may be in isolation right now. They're very withdrawn. This is somebody that is distant. They're distant from the world, or they cut themselves off from the world. This is somebody that may be dealing with some type of depression with the Hermit in reverse. Take it only how it resonates for you. But this is somebody that is holding on to a connection based on the past, based on the happy memories. This is somebody that is not weighing out the pros and the cons correctly in a situation. This is somebody that is choosing to wear rose-colored glasses. Somebody that knows that they need to let go, move on. Somebody that is saying that they are not going to be outdone. This is somebody that is seeing somebody that they're playing on a person's empathy, trying to guilt trip somebody to make them want to stay in a connection with them. They're trying to tell them that no matter what we go through, we always find a way to work things out. No, they do not. This is somebody that is sitting in the Spirit is saying a long-term or a lifetime, take it how it resonates, trauma-bonded, codependent, survivorship, situationship, open relationship. Take it how it resonates for you. This is somebody that has allowed someone to disregard them for so long, has allowed somebody to disrespect them for so long, has allowed somebody to overstep their boundaries, has allowed someone to bring them to their knees with depression, anxiety, and fear. There's somebody that is trying to keep something hidden. There's a lie that is being uncovered by somebody. This is somebody that tolerated anything. Somebody that does not know their worth or their value. Spirit is saying that this person knows that something has run its course. They're getting all the signs. They're ignoring them. They don't want to hear nothing nobody has to say. They know that they're sitting in a danger zone. They know that this could end very reckless. They know that they should have left. Spirit is saying 6 months to a year ago. Take it only how it resonates with you. If you ain't been in a connection with a person in the last year or two, this is not your message. If you're not in a relationship, this is not your message. Y'all gonna be like, no, this is not. No, I know what I'm telling. That ain't your message. You did. But whoever this is, they're not using their intuition. They have forsaken their sacred wisdom. They are not innocent in a situation. This is somebody that wants to come out as a divine feminine or a divine masculine, but they're sitting in a distorted mindset that has kept them from being able to move, being able to grow, being able to progress. This is somebody that has stabbed their own self in the back. Yep, this person is sitting in their head. They're very negative right now. They're very hopeless in a situation. They know that this is coming to an end, but this is somebody that has vowed to hold on to the very last second. This is somebody that has put in their head, their heart, their mind, and they're saying that if the other person does not want them, then they're going to have to just come out and say it. Because if they don't say it, they're not going to believe it. They're not going to think it. They're going to think just the exact opposite, because they feel like in their mind that they're manifesting or healing of a situationship, of a struggleship. This is a connection where there is no love, there's no loyalty, there are no resources, there is no abundance, there is no manifestations, there is only insecurities, there is only control, manipulation, triangulation. What are the messages, Holy Spirit? Somebody that's trying to dominate a situation, to steer the outcome, to alter the outcome of what you cannot alter, what is fated. You cannot alter what is inevitable. You cannot alter what has already been written, whether it be good or whether it be bad. You cannot alter what the Most High has orchestrated. You may have free will, but if the Most High has said that it is time to bounce, it is time to get up, it's time to move around, you're only putting yourself in a stalemate to be forced into a spiritual awakening, a spiritual growth, a release of pain. Is what Spirit is saying. This is somebody that is very, very immature. This is somebody that lives in a delusion. The Spirit is saying this is somebody that does not think from a clear headspace. Somebody that wanted a connection, or to be in a connection with somebody that they see as secure, or somebody, they wanted some type of long-term success with the person that they're with. They thought this was their 10 of Pentacles, but Spirit is saying it is not. This is not their person. That's why everything that they're doing is failing. That's why every time they try to do something productive, it always ends up collapsing. It always ends up as a missed opportunity. It always ends up as an epic failure, because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing with whom they're supposed to be doing it with. And until this person gets the message, Spirit, what are the messages? Yep. They're not going to go anywhere. There's somebody that is, like I said, they're stuck in illusions. They don't have any opportunities right now. Everything that they're trying to do is drying up. It's failing. It's collapsing. Because this person has just been daydreaming. They just been wishful thinking. They've been trying to manifest something based on a false fairy tale, on a nightmare. They wanted to celebrate. They thought they were going to celebrate. There will be no celebration. This is ending whether they want it to or not. There's change coming. With the six of swords, change is coming. Somebody's leaving someone or something and someone behind. Somebody has made up in their mind that they got to do what's best for them. They got to do what's going to give them fulfillment, what's going to make them happy, because they don't want to stay in this energy of being with somebody that they're unhappy with, and they don't want this person to be unhappy with them. But this person that is holding on to them does not care. This person only sees things from a one-track mind. They think one way, and that is their way. What they want, what they should have, what they need, what you should give them, why they need it. They don't think about anything else. They don't think about tomorrow. They don't think about you staying stuck in a connection with somebody that you weren't supposed to be in a connection with. Juggling You're juggling priorities. Somebody is juggling people, but somebody else is juggling situations. Somebody's trying to be a good partner at home, trying to be a great parent, trying to be an upstanding citizen, trying to be a community leader, but they're not moving forward. They're stuck. They're burdened. They don't know, Spirit is saying, which way is up. They don't know if they should leave. They know they should leave. But they're trying to buck the system, Spirit is saying. Like, what the? Somebody is playing a dangerous game with the Most High. This is somebody that said that they're going to make, this is somebody that's crazy. They're going to make something be wish fulfillment. They're not leaving. They're going to make somebody be their wish fulfillment. They're going to do whatever it has to take. It takes. If they got to spend their very last dime, if they got to lose the house and downsize, as long as we're together, nothing else matters. But what does matter is that neither of these people are happy. Neither of these people are prospering. Neither are these people have true love for one another. They got love for one another. But it's not the type of love that can stand the test of time, Spirit is saying. It is not the type of love that can conquer any storm, any battle, and survive through any weather. This is not that. This is that kind of love that when you've been with somebody for so long, you wake up and as you're growing, you realize that we both did ourselves an injustice, because you realize that now you're going to have to do what should have been done a long time ago. And this person that is leaving is going to have to do this strategically, because this person is determined to fight for what they want. This person is determined to maintain control and not let this other person go. They're saying that we made a vow, we made a promise that no matter what, we would not leave. And I'm honoring that, and I'm requiring you to honor it too. This person is stuck. They're stuck in a loveless relationship with somebody that does have love for them, has a heart for them, does not want to see anything bad happen to them. But this person understands the assignment that time is up. There's nothing to gain. Somebody is sitting up realizing that they've gotten too old to break up to make up, fight, and then they don't want to do this anymore. They don't want to hurt this person. But this person is putting a burden on them. This person is making this harder than it has to be, they're saying. This person is saying that they feel duped in a situation, but this was not this person's doing. This connection just wasn't meant to be. And somebody is losing their mind trying to make it meant to be. Somebody's trying to play God in a situation where the message is Holy Spirit. Somebody does not want to accept that God is calling them out. This is a lot. Wow. We got at the top of the deck, on the bottom of the deck, we got the double card. This is a very, very toxic connection. This is a very drama-filled, a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, a lot of slandering, a lot of slugs being thrown. There is a great deal of heartbreak, betrayal, and emotional pain. This person that does not want to let go is coming out as emotionally unstable. Somebody that drifts in and out of reality. Their reality changes as their mood changes, as their mind changes. This is somebody that is very grieved by this loss. This is somebody that is trying to avoid conflict. They're doing whatever. You got somebody that's downright almost fighting mad. And you may be the other person may be so disgruntled in this connection and so ready to go that they're saying whatever and doing whatever in order to make this person mad so that they can just get mad enough to end it. But this person is avoiding all of that. This person is trying to be flexible. This person is agreeing to disagree. This person is trying to play nice in a connection that has always been, Spirit is saying, very toxic. A house that was built on dynamite, a landmine. This is somebody that could pop off at any time. This person is sitting back crying because they can't sleep, can't eat. They're being haunted by the thought of the ending of this connection. This is somebody that if they're not married to this person, they may have kids by them. That's not everybody's story. Take it on how it resonates for you. But this is somebody that wanted a higher level commitment. They wanted to marry somebody, or they wanted somebody to propose to them. They've been dreaming about it. They've been trying to manifest it. And the more they try to manifest it, the worse this situation is getting, and they don't understand. Their mind is just all over the place. They cannot think. They cannot eat. They're not sleeping. They're not focusing right. Their mind is not even, they don't know whether they're going or coming. They're losing days and time. This person is sitting back trying to numb some pain. And what they're doing is they're losing themselves in a situation where if they would only walk away, they would walk right into happiness, Spirit is saying. With the Sun card. If this person would just walk away from this situation, accept something for what it is, let something be done, follow divine guidance, stay within divine protection, and understand that they're not being rejected or kicked out. They are being elevated, but they refuse. Somebody that wanted wealth and abundance in a situation. They're not finding the security that they were looking for. They've never had it. But they're making themselves think that this one good day out of 6 months is what the whole connection was made out of. And Spirit said that is not the case. This person is forfeiting their abundance. They're forfeiting their prosperity. They're forfeiting opportunities. They're forfeiting a new beginning. They don't care. They just want to be with this person. They don't care. Somebody is so gone on a person that they don't care If they be broke the rest of their life, as long as they're with that person, they're saying they love that person that much. But Spirit is saying there's no balance in this connection. They're lying to themselves. There's no honesty in this connection. Both of these people have been disloyal. And somebody is saying that enough is enough. We've been through enough. We've gone through enough. We've taken each other through enough. Let's end something amicably. Let's end this as friends. Let's not stay until somebody gets hurt or something happens that we'll both regret. Because the devil energy is still out here, but that person is not trying to hear that. That person is not accepting that by staying in this connection. They're bringing bad luck on themselves. They don't have any control of themselves. This is somebody that needs to break a cycle in order to overcome a negative lifestyle. But they're resisting change with the death card in the reverse. Baby, this person right here, they don't care. This is my man or this is my woman. And I don't care what happens. I'm going to stay with them to the very end. I'm going to stay. Even if I got to lose everything, this is how much I love them. But the person that they're connected to does not feel the same way. That person is saying, listen, I'm trying to give you time. I don't want to leave you burdened down. I don't want to leave you broke down. I don't want to leave you with your mind in the shambles. I don't want to leave you with your heart broken because I'm not trying to break your heart. But I really feel like this ain't working for us. And the longer we keep doing this, the more damage we keep doing to one another, the more damage we're doing to our family. If they have kids, take it how it resonates. Not everybody does. Somebody's saying this house is no longer a home. Spirit is saying that it never was. It was an illusion. Spirit is saying that it was a low vibrational den of of toxicity, of filth, of Lord. This is the home that these people shared is a place where a lot of toxic things take place. There's a lot of dark, deep-seated, deep-rooted desires, a lot of deadly activity, illegal activity. Somebody just doesn't want to change. They don't want to come out of this. They're resisting the change. They're holding on to stagnation. Something is already dead with the death card in reverse, and they're holding on to it. The world card is here, but they've got to step across the threshold. Yeah, so somebody that was focused on the wrong thing. This is somebody that should have been a forward thinker, a visionary, a leader. They're letting something blind them. They're letting something keep them from persevering in life, succeeding in life. They've given up on life. If they can't be in this connection, somebody is saying that they would rather not be here. They would rather in themselves than to end this dead connection, because that's all that's here is betrayal, lies, deceit. This is somebody that's dysfunctional from their soul. This is somebody that can't manifest nothing because they're trying to manifest the wrong things. This is somebody that needs to be honest with themselves. They need to take a leap of faith. But they don't have any faith, Spirit is saying. This is somebody that turned their, wow. So this is somebody that turned their back on God. They're being forced to change or they're going to lose everything. But they're going to have to face this situation no matter how much they don't want to. Because Spirit is saying that this other person, their ancestors are stepping in, and this person is going to do what they are refusing to do with this King of Swords. They're going to cut something off and walk away. This person is going to feel like they have been ultimately betrayed with this 10 of Swords. This is going to be somebody that's going to feel like this person has turned on them, that this person has rejected their love. They don't see them for who they are, and they're going to be very angry and harbor some very, very hateful energy towards the person that's trying to get them to save their own life. Because there's nothing else left here. They need to take this new beginning. If they don't take the new beginning, this tower's getting ready to fall. And they're not going to have a choice. Either they're going to man up or woman up and lay something to rest, and that is the truth. Because if they don't lay something to rest, they won't be able to rest. They're not going to be able to even take care of themselves. This is somebody that's mental state is very, very fragile. Somebody that has no peace. Somebody that has no joy. Somebody that wants to celebrate when there's nothing to celebrate. There's nothing but losses. There's nothing but endings. And somebody is sitting here not wanting to get up and see for themselves. And it's a mighty poor dog that won't wag his own tail. And this person is just that. They're reckless. And they're ready to just crash out if they don't get their way. If this is your message, family, let me know. Drop yellow hearts in the chat and say, I'm moving to peace. Because peace is on the other side. I love you guys. Keep going. Keep growing. Remember, we are Divine Truth Oracle. We do not chase trends. We move timelines, baby.